back to That Dad Guy. It is August the 16th, 2022, and today I've got some stamps to show you. I got an envelope from my friend Linda in Georgia, and she sent me some stamps. And I got an envelope from Kyler in Prince Edward Island, Canada, and he sent me some stamps. So I want to show you what they sent me last week, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. There's some differences between the two, that is for sure, and both very special stamps. So before I get into that though, I want to say that in Postcrossing, I had one of my cards reach its destination today in Germany. So I pulled a new address today rather than waiting till Sunday like I normally do. And instead of getting Germany, I got the United States. So normally I've been getting United States and Germany. So I got another United States one today. So we'll see if I get some more through the week that arrive at their destinations, whether or not I'm going to find a new country to send out to. Because lately it's all been those. So doing a little something different. I'm pulling the addresses as they arrive, different times of day, different days of the week, and see if it makes a difference in the countries that I get to send to. So I'll keep you updated on that because I know some of you have already asked. All right, let's get to the stamps. So we're going to start first with Linda in Georgia. I'll show you the stamps that she put on the envelope. There we go. And she even put a few stickers on the back too. So thank you, Linda, for that. Now I'm going to turn the camera around and turn it actually on the stamps. Linda's very organized in her stamps, and she sent me a full collection of all the state birds that came out, and they're all in alphabetical order. So she was very good about that. She marked each bag saying what letters were in each one. And so here we can go through and you can see all the different state birds. So I've got 50 stamps to show you because there's 50 states. I'm sure all of you knew that. And I wonder how many state birds you already are aware of. If I said Florida, would you know that the mockingbird is the state bird of that area? Or Georgia, the brown thrasher? How about Hawaii? Hawaiian goose. Indiana, the Cardinals. So if you're a baseball fan, St. Louis Cardinals, that's why they're the Cardinals. But here you go. We've got Indiana is the Cardinal, and in Illinois, it's also the Cardinal, just a different one. So not only is it state, well, I guess they're the same thing. They're both Cardinals, but different state flowers, because on these stamps you have the state flowers as well. So the Eastern Goldfinch and Wild Rose is Iowa. Kentucky dates, okay, now I'm learning something new. How many states, before I get to the end, have the cardinal as their state bird? You would think that once a state has picked a state bird, that another state couldn't pick the same one. There's got to be that many varieties of birds out there that they could each have their individual ones. Common loon, Minnesota. So that's the second mockingbird that I remember seeing too. The flowers all seem to be different. Purple finch in New Hampshire. American goldfinch, so different finches. Roadrunner, meep meep. All right, there's another cardinal. North Carolina wants the cardinal as well. Oh, Ohio wants the cardinal as well. The Rhode Island red. So it's a chicken or something, a rooster. There are bird names here I don't even recognize, but mockingbird and mockingbird. So Tennessee and Texas both have the mockingbird. I see another cardinal, Virginia. American goldfinch. There's a few different goldfinches on here. West Virginia has the cardinal too. You guys keeping track? Are you keeping count? All right. That is the 50. I'll stand up here so we can get them all in the frame. Those are the 50 different states, but not the 50 different birds, because there are a variety of them that pick the cardinal. All right, did you know that the state bird of all those states were common? Did you have a guess that there were so many different ones that loved having the cardinal? All right, very interesting. Thank you so much, Linda, for those. Thank you for the organization that you have to put them all together to send sets like this and complete. I'm sure all of those stamp collectors out there that enjoy different stamps are enjoying these. If you're counting at home, the answer is 7. 7 of the 50 states are the cardinal as the state bird. All right, you think there would have been more variety, but maybe not. Who knows? But very interesting. Thank you so much, Linda, for picking those out, for letting us see them all and put them in order. Yeah, it's always good to learn new things about new places and our neighbors to the south here. It's nice to see their state flags, their state birds, their state flowers. Yeah, all sorts of things. Here in New Brunswick, we don't really, well, I guess we do. We do have state or provincial animals and provincial flowers, like the wild rose in Alberta. The lady slipper is out there too. Yeah, there's a bunch of different flowers. I can't right off the bat tell you what New Brunswick is though, so I'm not up to speed with what's going on with provincial flowers. Anyhow, let's move on. Talking about provinces, let's go to Prince Edward Island and see what Kyler has sent us. If you watched any of the other videos I've done from Kyler, he has sent Japanese stamps. So it's very beautiful. He's got a nice collection of them that he's been sharing. So I've been sending him back German or Netherlands stamps. We'll see what I have to send next time around or what he still wants. But it's nice to be able to trade stamps. My father has amassed a good collection of duplicates, and so I'm happy to send them off. And maybe there'll be some stamps that my father didn't have that will come back. As we go through these Japanese stamps, I'm not sure, do you have a favorite? Let me know if you see one that particularly stands out for you. I know the ones that I really enjoy. Certainly ones like this that have the traditional dress or architecture are always ones that stand out. Maybe different shapes or larger stamps too. Maybe you are a fan of the small stamps versus the larger. But there's certainly a variety of sizes here. In this particular lot, not a lot of difference in shapes. You're not seeing triangles or circles or anything like that. But some very large rectangular ones. And we had a question a couple weeks ago by my brother about Nippon versus Japan while they're on their stamps. So if you're new to this and you want to go back and look, you can find out the discussion we had about why we call it Japan and not Nippon like they do. Nippon. We'll pull out, we'll show you the table. There we go. There are all the stamps that came from Kyler, all from Japan. I would say probably, for me personally, I think the very first stamp here is my favorite of the bunch. What do you guys think? Do you have a favorite? So I was saying, they're very different than the stamps that Linda sent, and I appreciate that. There's something we can learn and see from different things, different countries. And so what we had, one snapshot of stamps that came from the United States, and one snapshot here of particular stamps that have come from Japan. Thank you, Kyler, for the Japanese stamps. Thank you, Linda, for the American stamps. and hopefully you guys have enjoyed looking through at a few of the different stamps that came through in this past week. Always happy to show stamps off. I may go back to showing some more out of my father's collection as well, especially during weeks where I don't have a lot of videos to make. I'm going to go back and look at some of those. There's still some Canadian stamps. I was doing showing you all the Canadian stamps since inception, and I've only come to a certain point in history, so I still have more to show you there too. There's always plenty to show, especially when you're talking about world stamps. Stamps are always being issued. I actually got some stamps today, so I might have some stamps there to show you as well. We didn't have a new issue, but I went into the post office and they had stamps that were older that they got from another post office. So I was able to buy up a few of those. So I'm going to show you those in the future too. So stay tuned. If you like stamps, if you like post crossing, there's a lot of that on this channel. If you just want to see what happens in a day-to-day life, there's a lot of that in this channel too, because I show my work at Canada Post. I show hikes and things that were going on, or my kids' graduations and different adventures. If you're just looking for stamps, I got some of it, but I cover a lot of stuff. So if you like a lot of stuff, or if you just want to watch some of the stuff I have, make sure you're subscribing and got the notification bell on new things. Lately I've been trying a few shorts too, so if you don't want to sit around for a 10-minute video but only want 15 seconds, I'm going to have some of those coming out too, because I'm kind of having some fun with those. They're a great way to promote my channel and promote some of the things that I enjoy. So I'm going to give it a shot and do a few of those. So stay tuned. I'm not going to decrease the amount of full-size videos that I'm doing, but I am going to pepper in a few shorts here and there as I make time for them. So for now, I'm going to say, instead of saying stay safe, I've decided to kind of let that go a little bit. It's time to move on. It's time to get out there, enjoy things, enjoy life. I don't want people to be scared. I do want people to remain safe, but have a magical week, everybody. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?